And it's wide right. Hits off the rim.
You know what? Those are shots you just hate to miss when you get those kinds of bunnies on a possession.
And a wide open look for Freak. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Well, now let's go to Doris Burke, who spoke with Nate McMillan. Doris?
Kevin, their perimeter shooting game is what he thinks will make the difference in this one. He didn't want to take anything away from the defenders they're up against, but he did say he'd be surprised if his team doesn't shoot a high percentage from outside. We'll see, guys.
Thanks, Doris. Always want to get those threes falling consistently.
Yeah, Kevin, you're right, because that's really the only way that you can force the defense to spread out and extend itself, and when that happens, then other opportunities are created.
And that one's good.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
Well, I don't think there's any question about it. They came focused and ready to play. I mean, they're doing everything they can to put things in their favor. You earn that, and they're actually earning it well right now.
And it's the Pacers with the ball, following the three-pointer by Freak. The drive by Adams. No good. He has missed 3 of his 5 attempts this game. The Heat leading by 8. Here's Freak. And again, Miami with the triple.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Yeah, Greg, you know, they're having free reign from beyond the arc. The defense is just not there.
Now here's Zeller. And here's Anderson from the arc. Comes out of the gate empty. He's 0 for 1. And here's Miami. They're on a 14-4 run. Freak cannot hit. And Indiana will go the other way with it. Stauskas dishes to George. It's good. With that basket, he's now 5 for 9.
There it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great position inside.
Yeah, just getting the ball into the post has to be option number 1 for them right now.
All these open threes they're giving up have really been the driving force of this run.
And the points are starting to add up in a hurry, especially when you're giving up those looks from deep.
That's good. Adams has got his 3rd bucket of the night.
The defender was spinning around like an agitator in a washing machine after that crossover.
I think you're right. Looks a little bit dizzy after that one.
And George kicks to Adams. Here's Zeller. It's good, and he drew contact on the shot, so he will go to the line. A 3-point play chance here. Lou, he's checked in for Winslow. And Indiana with a change here, too. Vaughn's checked in for Adams. All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Heat.
Guys, they are dialed in from beyond right now. They didn't waste any time getting into a groove in this game.
You know, the other thing they've been able to do in the early going is to get to the free throw line and convert tonight.
Vaughn, the pass to Stauskas. Picked by Zeller. Passes to Vaughn. Outside, George. 6 to shoot. For the 3. And he gets it to go. George has got a pair of 3s now in the first quarter for the Pacers.
And he's really been working to get those looks, and it's starting to pay off here early on.
And it's Freak missing.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Vaughn, the pass to George. Here's Zeller. No luck. And it's Miami the other way. 2 for 1 opportunity here if they want it.
And no doubt, Kevin, if I'm them, I go for it.
Here's Freak. And again, Miami with the triple.
And how about the last 5 made shots have all been threes? The defense is just giving up a barrage.
Most teams get the message to cover shooters after 1 or 2 wide open looks at the three-point shot, but it seems like they have just not figured it out.
George, no good.
Well, I like the defense there. Right up in his grill, didn't give him a chance.
Here's Freak. No good with the triple. Here's Vaughn. And now a chance to hear from Chris Bosh about what it meant to him to become an NBA player, the fulfillment of a lifelong dream. great cut from Chris Bosh. That's the kind of guy you can't help Greg but love for his attitude and ability to be, the whole team's making some changes here. Pacers trail by 12 on the court for Indiana. Paul George is out there with Zeller. Then it's Enes Kanter. Then there's Hill. And it's Stauskas in at the two-guard position. To the wing right side. And Zeller kicks to Kanter. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
And really nothing like a good old-fashioned throwdown to get a team going.
And, Greg, they do need to get going. They wouldn't mind, shaving a couple more points off that lead right away.
Well, if the defense keeps giving up passes like that, it won't be a lead for long.
Miami leading by 10. Here's Freak. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. The drive by Kanter. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. And it's the Heat on the break. Here's Freak. Hits it from three-point range. Freak's got 24 points.
And he does it again. What can you say? The defense continues to allow him to get open out there. They've got to know that he can knock down that shot. Put somebody on him.
And the foul called on Freak. That's his first foul. Stauskas dishes to Zeller. Pass to Kanter, 18 feet out, and he connects with the jumper. Kanter's got 9 points.
And started hot, and he's only gotten harder.
Fires the three, and Kanter pulls it down. Pacers trail by 11. Hill with it. Now guarded by Winslow. George with no one around. Good, the assist goes to Hill. Hill's got 5 assists in the game.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
Here's Freak. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Freak's got 27 points. Indiana's gone 1 of 3 from way outside since the start of the second quarter. Outside Hill. Outside George. Rebound by the Heat.
This is not the slam dunk contest. You don't get do-overs. You got to finish the job. Move the ball. Stick it.
Now here's Freak. Defense right on him. Winslow kicks to Freak. For the three. It's rebounded by Indiana. Zeller's got 5 rebounds tonight. There's the pass to Hill. Kanter sets the pick for Hill. 5 to shoot. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
Talk about being on his game. Look at the numbers for Enes Kanter. 9 points and 2 blocks.
Offensively, defensively, man, he has done it all.
All hustle, non-stop effort. He just doesn't quit. Great resilience and relentlessness in his play.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
He didn't get to the line in that entire first quarter. But right now, he's showing some aggressiveness out there.
Here's Freak. And a miss there on the triple.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
Hill kicks to George. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist. 20 points here for George.
Another baby bottom smooth stroke there. I mean, that's perfect form he's showing at the three-point line.
And he drills it. Beautiful release there from Freak. And the Heat lead by 9.
Strong work for him at the offensive end, helping them to maintain that lead.
Hill passes to Stauskas. At the elbow, Zeller. Hill drives in, and he gets the bucket.
Really, really good at recognizing the gaps and getting the ball to the rim.
Miami leading by 7.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
Greg, no problem for me with that call. I mean, he was still sliding right there.
The Heat have shot 67% from the line, going 6 of 9. Barnes checked in for Indiana. And both free throws good from Freak. We've got 1:48 left to play in the first half. George with the ball. Now guarded by Winslow. Outside, George. And it's Miami with the rebound. Freak's got his 4th rebound in this one. Got that one up quick. Freak's got 13 points now in the quarter.
It just seems like the more he touches it, the more the lead grows.
And George kicks to Zeller. Cantor missed inside.
Terrific job that time defending at the rim. I mean, it's not an easy task stopping that fella when he's headed to the bucket like that. Good job.
Pacers trail by 11. Feeds it to George. Cantor sets the pick for George. George double teamed over to the wing, and Cantor wide open. He shoots. The shot's good on the assist by George.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
Off target three-pointer there from Freak. Indiana's gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. Dishes to George. Kicks it to Cantor. Indiana moving the ball around. Shot clock at 5. Zeller setting the pick for George. The dish now to Zeller. The feed to Stauskas. Picked by Zeller. From deep, George. And it's George again missing. Now, Freak got it off in time, but it's no good. And we finished one half of...
Kevin, we just witnessed what was an amazing offensive display from this guy in the first half. Where did that scoring explosion come from?
I don't really know. To be honest, I was just looking for chances to get my shot off, and I just happened to find them over and over in that first half. So, I don't know. I'm sure they'll make some adjustments, but until then, I'm just going to keep attacking.
Kevin, an interesting response. Over to you.
All right, Doris, thank you, and stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter underway. And now the third quarter had to get going. You look at Freak in this. And so it's Miami winning this one. Even early on in this one, it seemed like they were happy to be playing at home tonight.
Well, you know, it makes a big difference. I mean, you never felt like they had any doubts that they'd come out on top.
And that about does it for the first game of the new NBA season. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And coming up next, the postgame show with Ernie Johnson, Shaq, and Kenny the Jet.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Many thanks, Kevin. So now we move on to our Jordan player of the game, Freak. Talk about lighting it up in the second quarter. My word, that was just huge, and the impact carried them through the entire game.
Seeing Freak dominate the way he did tonight reminded me of watching him play in high school. He was a man among boys. He was a 4-time consensus All-American back then. Overall, great game.
Just an unreal performance for him in so many ways. That was a player at the absolute top of his game. It's hard to imagine someone being any more dominant than he was tonight.
And that's it for our broadcast here tonight, but we're just